morning you did moving uchikomi, right? And so this afternoon we'll probably do more standing uchikomi, partner to partner cross. But I think what we want to start off with is gripping. I think one of the biggest problems our kids have today is how to properly grip, how to properly protect, how to properly block, and how to use it to pull, right? And so we want to go over just some things, and you may already know some of the stuff, but I think that if you know it, emphasize it to your students, because if you watch today, some of the kids struggle with the gripping, especially when they get the top, when someone takes the top, right? And we want to go over it real quickly with you guys and see and let you try some of the gripping stuff and then work from there. But I'll let the mic teach you. Okay? Okay, so now that we have our lunch in our stomach, we can go at a slower pace. So the main thing about gripping is, for me, is posture, really. If I could be somebody that, yeah. So if my opponent is here, right, even before I'm gripping, right, I try to teach the kids that we're more like house, but today they're just gonna throw me, right? So I might, against a righty, I might try to come this way a little bit, just to kind of off balance him. Right? So it's kind of movement without gripping, right? But that's the first step. So, as soon as we bow, I'm coming out, he's a righty, I'm a lefty, I might start to just move around a little bit, you know what I mean? So I kind of teach him first to move, right? Don't just go out and, that doesn't mean, hajime doesn't mean you have to grip right away. What you have to do is you have to step forward, right? You don't want to step backwards, but as soon as I step forward, then I kind of want to move from side to side a little bit just to kind of square off. Main thing is I'm going against the righty is I still want to get this hikite, right? But this is always going to be in my way, right? And when I was competing, was always, a lot of people would just teach, okay, just rip it off. Or now I guess you can do it with one hand, right? Just rip it off. But that kind of mentality, to me, is not the correct mentality. The correct mentality is I have to grip with two hands, right? Because it's like rock climbing. As soon as you take one hand off, you're kind of like at a higher threat to fall off, right? As long as you have two hands, on the mountain, you're okay. So as long as I have two hands on my opponent, then the percentage of me throwing my opponent is much higher. It doesn't have to be here. It could be here. It could be here. It could be here. It could be here. But it doesn't. It could be here. But two hands is better than one hand, right? That's for sure. So that's number one. Just posture, right? Movement before you grip. Kind of size them up a little bit, and then grip, right? When I grip against a righty, for me, I'm never going to give this grip up, right? I don't want that, right? And the way I do that is posture, right? As he comes over, right, I just put this arm up and block it. It's that easy, right? But I reach in, I grab here, and then this is the part where a lot of instructors don't teach, like, what do you do with this wrist? What do you do with this hand? And it all starts with, a lot of them are just like, okay, he comes over the top, block, rip it off, right? I'd rather he comes over the top, I get the inside grip, and I immediately bring this hand up, right, to right underneath the zero. So he comes in, I block, put up, and bring it up. So I want this hand right on top of the collarbone, this part of your hand, right, this way. And I want my knuckles in his ear, this way. So I was teaching Gabe, I think, the other night, if he's coming over the top, I'm going to jab him in the ear. If he comes over the top, again, I'm going to jab him in the ear. Right? That's kind of part of it, It's not like I'm punching him, but I really am punching him, right? But I'm moving too, so it's a little deceiving. So he comes over, top, boom, come out. come out. This way, your wrist comes this way and back up. Right? But I don't just do it with my wrist, I move, right? Move. I fought this East German guy who was an extreme righty in the Olympics, and by the time we were done, he was bleeding in his ear. Because that was my only defense, right? I mean, he was really good, he was really tall, and I was just constantly bam, 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 and it bothered him so much, he stopped trying to come over the top, and then I gave him a chance to score with Koichi. Anyway, use this, right? If they come over the top, the block starts here. The block starts here with your wrist, right? So he comes, boom, right? And then it's your elbow. So it's your wrist, your elbow, and that's what stops him coming up. So again, here, righty, lefty. So I come out, he comes up, I come here, boom, lift it up higher. Right away, I want to take this, but he's leaving it way back here. So how do I get to that? Okay, so the way I do it is I step and I shove, step and shove. So I try to throw his body behind me, right? So that I can get to here and then circle around, right? And then you have pressure down here, right? So hard to reach, you can't reach out, right? So you have to move your body, right? Block, shuck, grip. Block, shuck, grip. Okay? Block, shuck, and grip. Okay, a little hard. Right? And as soon as I get this, right, I have to lock it down, hold it down, right? He comes up. Now my posture comes back. I'm pulling this in, right? He's probably going to regrip there. That's fine. But now there has to be some kind of tension. I can't just hold this and extend my arm, right? I have to pull it in, kind of corkscrew him a little bit. Okay? So I know it's kind of a lot of information, but it's not that difficult, right? He comes in, I block, grip, push it up, right? And then when I shuck, I'm going to take a step sideways and just throw his body behind my body. This way, until I can get to this side, right? And then I have my grip. Okay? So let's just work on that a little bit, right? Grip is the best, right? Inside grip is the best. But inside grip below this collarbone is no good. We're just going to pull you right in, right? Pull you right in. So I have to keep it up above the collarbone. I have to use my wrist like that. Understand? Right. You can't pull me in just by turning your wrist that little. So above the collarbone, and use the back of your wrist right against the inside here, right on his shoulder. Open him up this way. Once you open him up, right, now when I step, I'm going to try to pull his head past me and down, right? Past me and down, right? And then I'm going to get this, right? And as he moves, I'm going to keep this. I want to be on this side, right? I want to be on this side. Okay, so it's one, make space. I could make space that way too, right? I can come around. But either way, I'm using my wrist. Take whatever I get. If I can grab this sleeve right here, right, then I don't need to do this big side step, right? The reason that we do the side step is he's keeping it back there. I can't get it, right? So that's when I pull down, right? Here, he starts to circle, I follow, right? It's okay, I'm coming into position, right? From here, I get to the side, and I come straight back, coaching, straight back. Okay? So, shuck, grip. Now this leg is his weak leg, right? If I'm fighting him this way, that's his weak leg. Right? If I turn him around, now this becomes his weak leg. So for me, I would turn him around and immediately attack the weak leg, right? Immediately attack the weak leg. Shuck. Right, and then come back. Okay? Shuck, grip. Immediately attack the weak leg, right? He's going to lift that up and out, and I'm going to attack the back leg. Okay? Huh? Okay, but he's blocking it the best out of anybody here because he's using this elbow. See, this elbow's right in the crease of this elbow, right? This is up high enough where it's in the right position, right? So no matter how hard he pulls, if he keeps his arm straight and a little bent, this guy's wasting his energy and he's wasting no energy just by in a good posture. Right? When your feet is like that, right? So now he's got really good posture. He's using his wrist, he's using his elbow, right? No power. Now he's going to shuck him by. Big step. So now he's on the other side of him. His head's on the other side of him, right? And he's got control of this, and now he's going to use his knuckles and push it down into his body, right? Now, here comes the reason why we do this, right? He's going to try to get out of this thing, but he's going to chase him around in a circle and stay on that side, and then when he pulls up, boom. That's the time you attack. All right? That's the time you attack. Thank you. So, wrist, block first, block at the right time, shuck by him, grab the hikike, stay on the hikike, right? Stay on the hikike. Just follow him around a circle. When this guy stands up, boom, that's the time you attack. Right? So that's my version of, well, I got a couple more, but that's the number one way I get the grip on the left to right. Okay? Left to left is a little bit easier, right? Left to left was the guy that the kid, yeah, no, a little bit smaller. Who are you? Son of Dave. Yeah. So left to left, right? A little bit different because now it's a matter of, it's a game of catch. You got to catch it first, grab it with 2 hands, control the grip, and then then move. It's a little bit easier, right? A little bit easier. And believe me, there's not a lot more to it. You're going for that. Other than that, if you, for whatever reason, he's crafty and you can't get this, and he's like seonage or whatever, you want to stop this shoulder from turning, right? So in order to stop this shoulder from turning, this is the first thing you do, right? So he's coming at me, he just tries to come in. That's number 1, stop, right? Stop this shoulder. Okay. Number 2, grip, right? Number 3, move. Right? Again, just stay left. Are you lefty? No. Oh, that's why he's lefty. Hold on. Who's a lefty? Who's a lefty? That's a lefty, yeah. If he comes over, he's trying to grip, go. Grip, go. Go, right? Go. That's number 1. Boom. Boom. Stop the shoulder. Stop the shoulder. Grip. Right? And then come grip. Right. Stop the shoulder, grip, and move. Stop the shoulder, grip, and move. Try it.
One last question, because they asked you, what is the difference between grabbing once you grab the outside versus underneath? Okay. So just so you know.
Yeah, for me, you always want to grip on the outside here, 3 fingers, right? But that doesn't mean you leave these out. You know, you're gripping, it's just a light grip, and this way you have control, right? You have control to defend if they come in, boom, right? You have control to turn it this way and rip it off, right? There's lots of ways, but again, you're using your wrist, right? Just like on this side. If you just hold it stiff like this, no good. You got to hold it and maneuver it with your wrist. Use it and rip it off. You have this whole sleeve go up and down it, right? Up and down it. Sometimes I even take my hand. If it's too hard, I take my hand off and just block a little bit, come back, whatever. It's better to hold your grip. Once you have it, hold it. Once you have it, hold. That's the difference between Japanese and the rest of the world. Koreans too, they're pretty good at it. Once they get their grip, they don't let go. But if you watch them, their wrist is moving constantly. Body's moving, wrist is moving. They're straight up. Okay. So, but most important is you have to block this. You can come here and here, right? Same thing. Now I have blocks. Put some pressure down, right? Pressure down here, right? That's the weak foot behind it. So that's where you want to attack. Right? That's the weak foot. If I can twist them around a little bit, I can attack this weak foot. If I can twist them around like this, you see that happen a lot, right? Then when it opens up, then I can come in, right? So it's pressure. But block, grip, right? That's number 1. Number 2 is block, inside grip, right? Most of my OG came off of this grip. Right? So I'm a lefty, he's a lefty. I twist a little bit this way. Right? When he tries to re-grip, I come this way. Right? So I'm pivoting. Basically, I'm pivoting. That front foot doesn't move. Right? Boom, boom, boom. Right? Let's try that. Go over, block, grip, simple, block, grip, push in, corkscrew over. Okay? Let's try it.
Low, ankle, pick the ankle. Pick the ankle wide. Yes. Opposite leg, right.
Applies the pressure, comes back in. Okay. When he comes back in, the most important thing, slow motion. That, yeah, boom, boom, okay, stop. This is the most important part. His head's on this side, not the other side. Right? If he's on the other side, he's going to be counted. Or he's, yeah. So this is where the control happens, and then the motion is straight down, you know, straight down. Don't. Oh, sorry. Confused. Block, right? Grip, twist them. Okay. Now when I come in this way, my body stays down. My toe stays on the mat, but I'm hanging on this thing like it's a rope, right? I'm hanging on this. I'm controlling this side of his body. This really doesn't matter. It's just pressure or pressure, wherever you want to put it, but just make sure it's some kind of pressure. But this side is more important. And my head just tries to touch the mat. You know? My head just tries to touch the mat. There's no space inside. Right? So left to left, right? He goes to his grip. I'm blocking. Here, pressure. That make sense? Okay, try it. I want to attack this foot. If I can, I want to kind of stay, bend, keep my back straight, bend down, hook the outside of this leg, and then just kind of drive. Right? That, ultimately, that's what I want. And a lot of times, that's what I get, right? You're blocked here, boom, this way. You're on this side, right? Apply pressure. Because I'm on this side, he doesn't expect this foot to catch this, right? He's thinking, oh, I'm gonna come in. So I kind of surprise him. Boom. My head is gonna come and try to look at the back of the belt, right? And look, hook, 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 hook. You could use that a lot. If you can't get it, it'll set something else up. It'll go hop, 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 boom, boom. Right? So that sets up your osoro. Block over the top. This way, immediately attack this leg, and then come back. Right? Because he's trying to get out, he's gonna stand back up. And then you come back. Okay? 1, 2. Don't wait though, right? If you wait, it's no good. Wait. As soon as I get this pressure, I attack here. Whatever you do, don't do this. Right? That's what most people do. You have to keep this line here. Right? You're trying to take him that way. Right. Sideways. Pushing. Looking, right? Hooking. Okay. And if he gets out of that, come back to this. It's a good combination. If I'm not throwing straight back, right, and I do my uchikomas like this, right, I'm trying to throw them this way. So it's harder, right? It's just harder. So it's easier. He's off balance that way, right? He's off balance. Ouchi is a good example, right? A lot of you got this part, boom, right? But then when you go to throw, and then this leg comes around, and you're going to throw that way, right? Making everything more complicated, right? Or I'm here, and I come in ouchi, and I'm trying to throw that way. More complicated. His legs, right? He's off balance that way, right? I can't do that to him. Right? I can't do that to him. But I can do that to him. Right? You can't defend that. So that's kind of important to understand. So the angle, right? When you're here, just understand when you uncork, right? It has everything to do with once you hook this, my body's kind of gonna, that's why I say square your shoulder up. My body has to come straight back, right? Straight back. Ippon always, right? It's gotta come straight forward. Tai otoshi has to come to the side, right? His feet land over there, not over here. So that's how you can, instructors, that's how you can pick it up. If they're doing tile and they come in with this really fast, damn, looked great, but it was wrong. Looked great. I was in there fast, you know, I was dropped underneath him, but then his feet landed over here, not over here. The tile is come in, it's a side body drop. His feet land over there. Right? Kochi's another one. Right? Everybody, from here, they attack. That way. Wrong way. Right? That just makes it harder. If they would just attack that way, it would be a lot easier. right? So it's just the direction. That's all it is. It's just adjusting the direction, right? Shuck, shuck, straight back, right? That's the direction. Shuck, straight back, not shuck. Try to kick his leg out like that. That makes it much harder, right? But they always do that. They always do, boom. It's not a sweep, right? Kouchi is not a sweep. Kouchi is you're in, back. Ouchi, same thing. You're in, back. This one. You're in, sideways, right? I'm pulling him this way, he's going that way. I want to take him this way. So just stay in the right line, and it'll help your judo a lot. Just to understand what direction is the right direction. Okay. Kazushi back, right? A lot of times, ouchi, right? There's a little bit of a flick, right? This gets him to go back. But after this, I have to have this, right? So I know it's super fine detail, but I can't go boom to here, right? I have to go in slow motion. I have to go snap, step, push, 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 stay right here. Push, 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 take it out. Does that make sense? If you slow it down in slow motion, it's step, step, push, 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 step. If there's no push, 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 then it becomes snap, step, hook, get counter. Right? So if you're moving backwards, you gotta have backward kazushi, right? You have to have some kind of push. If I'm moving forward, you have to have some kind of pull. Right? If I'm throwing sideways, I gotta pull him sideways. I gotta pull him sideways. Right? That's on the kind of conceptual level. Now let's get down to the detail level. No. Go ahead. Oh, question. Is there any questions on any of those? That stuff.
You have an opportunity to ask
deal. That means it's time to teach.
Here we go.
So I'm taking my gi off. I'm telling you, bad shoulder, so it's bothering me. So my favorite technique was uchimata. So I see a lot of tall guys, but I don't know if they do that. Who does uchimata? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3. It's people here. Well, at least. So I think it still works with the harai goshi. Harai goshi. Hanegoshi. Hanegoshi is a little, I would say, a difficult throw only because the positioning is just slightly different. Yeah. But for my favorite technique was uchimata, and I'll give you a reason why. A real big reason why. It was the easiest one to do uchikomi with. And I didn't tire out so easily, right? It's sad to say, but I look for the easy way out sometimes. But uchimata was the easiest uchikomi for me to do outside of ouchigari and kochigari. Uchimata was the easiest, and osotogari. Okay? I apologize. Let me step back a little bit. When Mike was teaching us where to hook and what direction, right? As long as you know the direction of the toe, you know where the direction of his foot, you know what the direction of the throw is going to be. So if his foot is facing that way, it's straight back. Right? Right? Osotogari. Also put your legs a little bit here. Right? His toe is pointing this way. For you to cut across this way, you've now separated your power. Right? Right? So it's harder to throw. Right? So if his foot is pointing this way, step, 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 kick, kick, and then straight through. Follow the foot. Okay? I think that point he made is very, very critical. Okay? Uchimata. Jesus, I haven't done this throw in ages. Okay, so my favorite throw uchimata was, and I was taught, So I apologize, I don't have a gi on, but it's easy for me to do this. So you can see the hand motion. Here, here, like that exercise you guys did today, right? The other thing that Mike showed you today was really, really important. Very important. These 3 fingers. These 3 fingers are your money fingers. I want to let you guys know everything else, you can cut your finger, this off, but if you have these 3 fingers, you can still do judo. I'm telling you, you can still do judo because you're blocking. You're blocking here. This 3 fingers. You're pulling here. You're pulling here. Here. Okay? These 3 fingers, kids. The reason why I say this, sometimes people hold their hand, their fist, like that, and when they want to bend, their wrist is not flexible enough. Right? They're not flexible enough. And even to block, it's not flexible enough. You gotta be, when you have it, but with 3 fingers, so remember, okay? So my favorite throw was uchimata. And the reason why, again, I tell you, because I'm lazy and I did this, the easiest uchikomi to do. But step, pull, 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 right? And if I wanted to try and make myself better, I used to bend, have the guy bend just slightly, not too much, and learn to pull up, pull up. So I would step, pull, step, pull, step, pull. Okay? I did my uchikomi this way, but when I did the throw, I used to take the top. I used to take the top, right here. When I took the top, the guys would come underneath here. Like you would block them in here, blocking here. So what happened to me was, I would try to crush his shoe. So what I did to his arm, crush here. So it made it hard for him now to push me away. So even if he grabbed my gi and he would grind here, I would push. And that's why where is she? Where are you? Where'd you go? I don't think she's there. Is she still here? There you are. What did I tell you? Pull, right? Pull. I did the same thing with you. You need to be able to bring to you. So even if they were taking the inside grip, I used to love, and I used to love doing opposite side guys. Lefty to lefty was very difficult, very challenging to do uchimata with. However, there's a way to do it, but righty to lefty, he would usually keep his leg back here. It's perfect. Perfect. I would just pivot right here, just like that. Pivot right here. And when I did the kick, it went straight through. I never touched the other leg. What I mean is I don't come here and then touch the leg here. I went straight through the crotch, right here. So when my whole idea, the concept was to be able to roll them off like a horse. You're sitting on a saddle on the horse, you loosen the belt of the horse, the saddle, and the guy would just roll off the legs. That was my whole concept of the uchimata, was to allow him to roll off my leg. It was easier for me to come straight through. So again, uchikomi wise, I did it here, right? And I would learn to pull. And I tell you, posture, same positioning, same motion, everything the same way, right? So if you do it, right? Here. Is there a change in the motion? There isn't. Same exact motion. When you do standing uchikomi, try to stay in a position of no more than 1 tatami width and length. Don't go all over the place, right? So my uchimata was when I pull right here, right? Whoa. I would go straight through. I try not to touch the leg. I try to kick straight here. Straight to the slope, it's right here. And then it's almost like a cold uchimata. And from here, straight through. If you look at Yamashita's tape, Yasuhiro Yamashita, you guys know the Olympic champion, world champion. If you look at his uchimata, it's almost similar to the way I do it, because the same sensei taught us that uchimata. Okay, so what is important in uchimata is, again, positioning. Make sure you're centered. One corner of the triangle, the other corner of the triangle, the top. Right here. Right here. Stay on your toes, like a ballerina. Right? Flat-footed is not good. Right? It's not. It's here. Here. Okay, let's see. And the finish is here. Kick up the toes. You see? Reach for the ceiling with your feet. Like that. Follow? Same way, kick through. And it should be as you do this, from here, right here, then you can come right in. You follow? The exercises. Now, I personally think the Uchimata is a great throw. I think you see great throws from Uchimata guys. All the way from Inoue, Yamashita, you know, even the new 66 kilo guy that's under Abe, I'm not sure if he's a left-handed. Beautiful Uchimata. But I think there's exercises that you also have to do with this Uchimata. Not just this, okay? So, if you decide to teach your kids the Uchimata, right, there are a couple of exercises you must do. One is just a standing position here. You see? They can do this by themselves. This position. Notice my feet are not that far apart. They're close together. They're close together because once you come in here, it doesn't matter. The wider the leg, the harder the throw. You've now minimized your power. So the same thing here, watch. Follow, follow, follow. Do 1,000 of these. That's what we had to do. Number 2 exercise. Kick. 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 Okay, head up, head is up, right? On your toes, and foot is pointing up. Hop, hop, hop. Hop, 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 hop. All the way there, all the way back. You're gonna find out how difficult that is. It is incredibly difficult. Compared to the 2 exercises I showed you right there, this is much harder. Would you like to try? Would you like to try? Do me a favor, everybody grab the side of that wall. Grab, hurry up, run to the side of the... So, G, stop. Put your knife on your elbow, turn your head. Right? Yes, yes. Follow your elbow, turn your head. Follow your elbow, turn your head. These are critical. Stay on your toes. Stay on your toes as you do it. Ready? Fitch, knee, some, chi, high. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. Turn, keep your head up. Keep your head up. It must be done perfectly. Student, just a little bit more. Student, just a little, so you don't have to, okay, go. Ready? Fitch, knee, some, chi, go, root, cheech, punch, 2, 2. Ow. Hit. Oh, jeez, wait a second. I thought you were young people. You do it like old men. You guys do it like old men. When I say kick to the ceiling with your feet. Touch the heavens with the palm of your foot. Okay? Don't bend your legs. Keep it. So, the trick of it is to open up your hips. Open up your hips as you kick through. Watch. Watch. Kick. 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 Look at my foot. As I finish. Is my leg bending? My head bending? Right? Kick. Kick. You thought it was easy, Uchikomi, didn't you? I lied to you guys. I lied to you. This is you gotta do these exercises. If you're gonna make it work, you gotta do these exercises. There. Keep your head up. Kick to the ceiling. There you go. Don't be lazy. You see how it works? You see how pretty that is? Let's do it. Ready? On my count. She. Go. Rook. Shich. Hutch. Ku. Ju. Hey, it gets pretty strenuous, doesn't it? But half of you guys aren't doing it right. You guys are flat-footed. You're flat-footed. You understand? The finish is the kick. The kick. Okay? Line up here. Line up here. Give me two, three, at least three groups. Three groups. Line up. Hop, hop. The other end. Hop. 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 Get up. Go to your head. Step to the side. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. It's fun.
It is fun.
Come back.
I love it. Nice.
Don't go long. Come back. Oh, you switch the legs. Don't switch the legs. If you're the right side. Don't switch. Keep your head up. Back straight. Right? And as you get stronger, someone will climb your back. Someone will have you on your back. So you go down and you learn to keep this balance. This is what builds champions. Okay? You need to incorporate this. These are the extra things you need to do to get better. This will help you do your seoi, will help you do your suzugari, will help you do your ouchigari, everything. You understand me? But you've got to do it diligently. And you have to do it with some commitment. You follow? So those 4 exercises plus the uchikomi I showed you, that's the way you got to go. I guarantee you do this for 1 year. Commit to it for 1 year. If you're uchimata, if you're someone who loves uchimata and finds that it can be a throw for you, if you do this for 1 year, at least 6 days a week, young lady, cool, right? Hanegoshi, hanegoshi. The only difference of hanegoshi is here. Here is hanegoshi is, it's like coming right here. Your side of your body, the side. Uchimata is different, right? You have ko-uchimata, which is straight through, or o-uchimata, which is the bigger uchimata, it's coming through all the way through and out, right? Hanegoshi, same way, center up, and kick, right? But hanegoshi, you don't see it very often. But the way I always talk to hanegoshi is, hane is like the leg, hane is like the wing, right? So if you come in here, hanegoshi is here, to the side. To the side, you kick, and then over. You got your 10-minute lesson in Uchimata. If you really love the throw, like I did, you will do this. I promise you guys, you're going to see results. But you got to do it diligently because it's so hard to get up every day to do that. That's why Yasuhiro Yamashita is world champion, Olympic champion. Devastating Uchimata. Devastating Uchimata. And his newaza was unequal was his newaza. Okay? If you would do that for me, I'd be really honored. I think it'll help you all. Okay? Thank you. Okay, who does monote seoi? Or your partner. Take your partner. Okay, so you have equal seoi, monote seoi, osotogari, and uchimata. Who's osotogari? Who's doing osotogari? Who's doing osotogari? You are. Okay. Okay. Straight line. Straight lines. Straight line. 2 of you. They're up. Whoever is doing the throw, Tori is on this side. Tori is on this side. Oh yeah. Let's look at stand-up uchikomi. At your place, we were going to talk about stand-up uchikomi, what the importance was, right? Today you learn moving uchikomi, right? From Michael. You learn moving uchikomi. Moving uchikomi is rhythm, timing, speed, right? Stand-up uchikomi is a little bit different. It has speed in it, but now it's a little bit more power. This is where the power. Your whole purpose is to not move around. Your whole purpose is plant yourself, put yourself in that role, in that position, don't move. You only can move 1 judo mat apart. If this judo mat is this long, that's the only amount of room you have. You understand me? So, What standard uchikomi does is teaches you how to do the judo properly. What throw do you do? What throw do you do? What throw do you do? Hanagoshi beside Hanagoshi, what do you do? You can grab partner. I'm going to do this. Okay. Booty is on this side. Okay? We'll do it one at a time. Show me Murute Seoi. Uchikomi. Don't stop. Don't stop. Good. Okay. Now we're going to change just a tad, okay? Sometimes when you do the Murute Seoi, your elbow gets up here, you get hurt. If you could, just kind of bring it in here. How about that? Lock it. Bring the arm. When you pull the arm, yes. Can you do that? Why is it hard to? Is it hard for you to get the arm underneath? Yes. Better. Yeah, your chest is big. It's like mine. Okay. But same way. Same. All right. Notice no movement. No out of character. Okay. Again, give me 3. Each. Look at me. Switch your legs. Nice. Also got it. No, in and out. I want also got it. In and out. In and out. Okay, stop. Guys, watch. I'm gonna change just a little bit for you, okay? Okay, so when you do osuzugari, try to minimize the step, the footprint. You see? Bring it in. Bring it in. The reason why I say this, once you come here and you do here, look at how far your body is. Yeah? Then you're no more kuzushi. There's no kuzushi. There's nothing there. Then by the time you get here, he steps back and he counters you. Yeah? He'll counter you. So your footprint, make it a little closer. Right? Right? Make sure your hand is relaxed. Kick. 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 Show me. Closer. And with a little bit of pace. Kick high. There you go.
Small circle. Small circle. Step across. Don't worry about. Don't put this foot back. Don't worry about where this thing goes. Doesn't really matter. What matters is you're balanced and you're pulling that way. You're pulling that way. Left to left. What I do is break this off, right? I used to break this off, but I can't break this off. Break it off, and then when they regrip,
watch.
But a lot of people come here, and it's like this. No. So this collapses. This collapses. So he's here. Right? Cool. Right, so I'm using this. I'm using it to throw. This doesn't do too much. Right? But what it does is collapse here. And then so I'm throwing him like that. Not so wide open, right? Right? Everything that's you're stopping him from coming over. Right. Off, you do grips, you turn. The timing, right? Or you just turn, you comes in, reaches. More timing. If he has a hold, I'm not coming in. I'm not coming in. Because he can counter. For me, I want this thing off first, and then off first. That's the basics.
Okay? I'm tired. I want my beer. I'm only being honest. But thank you very much for having us. Really, it's a pleasure for us to be here with you. I hope that you walk away with something small. Even if you took away one or two things out of the whole things that we showed, you're not going to pick up everything. You can't possibly share a lifetime of training, a lifetime of experience, and pack it into 2 days or 3 days of clinics. It just, and you know, sometimes Mike and I will struggle going, what should we show that's meaningful? But it is hard. But it is with love, because we want you all to get better, and then turn around and spread it to your students. Yeah? I would hope you enjoyed yourself, and because we did, and we're exhausted. I want to thank you very much. Okay?